Hello, everyone. It's Mary, Director of Family Services. I would like to start off by saying how proud I am to be part of such an amazing team. Even though we were faced with lots of challenges last year with the pandemic and all of the COVID-19 restrictions, we still showed up for the families that we serve to the best of our ability and with everyone's safety in mind. Last year we had 320 families on service, and one of the beautiful things about Jacob's Heart is that we see the family as a whole and we serve everybody in the family. So you can see that we had 1,514 individuals on service, a little less than the previous year, but that is probably due to families moving away without giving us their contact info and kiddos aging out. Of those 325 families, last year, last quarter, 83 of those were high needs families. And at our peak in 2020, we served 102 high needs families, a little more than the previous year. Last quarter, we had 9 new referrals, and in 2020, there were a total of 27 new families on service, which oddly enough is the same number of families referred to us in 2019. We had 63 bereaved families on service last quarter, and in 2020, a total of 68 bereaved families received services. Thankfully, we didn't lose any children last quarter. Our amazing team of family support specialists did such a beautiful job pivoting and getting creative on how to continue to serve families with less in-person contact. And, with all of the COVID protocols and restrictions, we still managed to almost double the number of hours of direct support to our families. For the bereaved families, that number also went up significantly, so 800 hours more last year. And obviously, home and hospital visits went down significantly due to the restrictions. We had to keep the family's health and safety in mind, so there definitely was more in-person. There were less in-person visits, but I anticipate that will go up next year or this year as our restrictions start to lift. We have mentioned before how when COVID hit, we hit the ground running with doubling up the number of grocery deliveries. So we went from bi-weekly delivery to weekly delivery. And as you can see here, the numbers definitely doubled from 2019 to 2020. Families are still receiving weekly groceries and are really appreciative of that. Our care packages also went up a little bit. More families are reaching out, asking for the provisions that they need so that they could stay home safely. We are still sending out creative and loving, thoughtful kids cards, remembrances, and gifts on the anniversary of the child's death to families. We've heard from a lot of them that is really meaningful to them, and it's really touching that we still remember their child every year. We did have to get creative, no pun intended, with our Art from the Heart, with families not being able to come to the family center. We decided to create art kits that we have sent out quarterly to the families along with their grocery delivery, and that has been really welcomed by the families. They seem to enjoy it, and it's so sweet when they send us pictures, like little Aubrey here. Transportation. Definitely numbers were less this year. Less families were going to appointments. There was more telehealth visits. So last quarter, we provided 108 rides, and that's one way. That's how we count them. But interesting enough, from 2020 to 2019, the numbers aren't quite that different. I anticipate that that too will go up this year as restrictions lift and more rides are requested by our families as they're allowed to go in person to their hospital appointments. And that is all for family service data. I look forward to seeing you all on the 3rd. Happy New Year.